It's getting out of hand. Gonna be trouble, but baby, I'm the man. I'm gonna save you. I'll be your knight. I'll be your savior. Happen tonight, yeah. Gonna be trouble, baby, I'm a trouble man. Wanna find a come on, don't you understand? I give you double, baby, I'm the trouble man. Baby, don't you worry, not gonna run away. I get it, baby, don't you worry. Yeah, man, I'm here to play. They wanna start it, don't mess around. Just come and get me. You're at this town, yeah. Gonna be trouble, baby, I'm a trouble man. Wanna find a come on, don't you understand? I give you double, baby, I'm the trouble man. Don't you cry, I will try, all you care. We'll be alright, oh my love. Don't you cry, I will love you, never leave you alone, yeah. Gonna be trouble, it's getting out of hand. Gonna be trouble, yeah, baby, I'm the man. Wanna rumble? How about tonight? They want a war, just let me try, yeah. Gonna be trouble, baby, I'm a trouble man. Wanna find a come on, don't you understand? I give you double, baby, I'm the trouble man. Baby, I'm a trouble man. Baby, I'm a trouble man. Baby, I'm a trouble man.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
誰だお前は。
アーチボルド・ウィトウィッキーの子孫サミュエル・ウィトウィッキーはお前か。私はオプティマス・プライム。
Greetings, universe. My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you've made it. You are indeed made of sterner stuff. What's going on, everybody? Wooga wooga. Wooga wooga, bim bams. What's going on, Baconeers? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everybody's had a good week. It's Friday. As I said, we are here, the end of the week. It's time for the weekend. It's time to kick it off and have some fun, have some laughs. No more work, no more worries. It's all about fun from here on until, well, Sunday night, I guess. But for the next 72 hours or 48 hours, whatever it is, we're chilling. We're chilling, bim bams. What's going on, guys? I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat, a lot of new people too, so welcome everybody. I'll try to give as many shouts out as I can.
It's Friday, ladies and germs. Happy you all made it.
Thank you, Hothead Studios. Pizza rolls for you, good sir. Pizza rolls for you. Thank you. Kicking off the stream strong. Thank you, Stream Boss already. Stream Boss already with Hothead Studios. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yeah, we are kicking off Friday as we do every week for anybody, because I know I see a lot of new faces in the chat, which is really cool. I'm glad people are checking out the live stream. So what we do every Friday, I know a lot of you guys already know this, is we look over the top memes, we wrangle the top waifus, and just sort of catch everyone up on like the one-liners and the gags and stuff from this past week. So that way, if you're new to the community, or maybe you missed out, even if you're a regular, but you missed out on a couple streams, you can get caught up on what we're joking about, what we're talking about, and that way you don't feel left out, right? So we're going to get into that tonight. We got plenty of memes to look at, a ton of waifus to wrangle. I mean, I don't know. I spent all day working on this stuff, cooking stuff up in the kitchen. Master Kraken has been cooking cakes, baking cakes, I should say, in the oven. So we've got plenty of goodies for you in store tonight. Got a couple for you, surprises for you. So stay tuned till the end of the stream, as well as I always tell you what movie we're watching tomorrow night at the end of the stream as well. So let me see if I can give some shouts out. I know the stream, or the chat rather, is going by pretty fast, but let's see what we got here. I see Aircus, I see Prince, Warhawk, Taverns Pool, Hothead, Liana, what's going on? Space Cyborg Dragon, what's going on, buddy? Lorenzo, Hothead Studios, I already gave you a shout out because you are stream boss. Thank you, buddy. Taverns Pool is in here. Mercury Walls, Eric Teleria, Nuke Doom, that's a cool name. That's a very 90s name, much like Space Cyborg Dragon, Nuke Doom. You guys should fight. I want to see Nuke Doom versus Space Cyborg Dragon. That would be an awesome fight. Atticus Rex is here. Hell yeah. Dematos, Killer Dematos, Ron McChaos, Based Wave, B Blue Games, Herbal Dragons, Waste of Space, Cheetos. What's going on, buddy? Mukebot. Oh, I almost thought that was Nuke Doom again. Monday, it's a holiday, so we do have a 3-day weekend. Okay, I was right about saying 72 hours. Thank you. Thank you. John Sagan, Sneed, that one guy. It's that one guy. He's here. Dan Rind is here. Hello, hello, welcome. Mistaloo Meth, Kissmew, Dimitri, Lorenzo. Man, so many new people. I really enjoy seeing the new people come hang out with the community, because I don't know, guys. What do you think, chat? What do you think? I think we've got the best community around, you know? I may not be the biggest, or certainly not the best channel that does what I do with the retro content, but I think we got the best community, man. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys. We're the Baconeers, Wooga Wooga, the Bim Bams. We're the best. You can't top the Bim Bams. You can't beat us. You can't beat us. So you might as well join us. You might as well join us. Become one. Become one of the Bim Bams, one of us. One of us. Hell yeah. So we're going to get in without any more hot dogging and grandstanding. We're going to get into the memes, the waifus. Actually, wait a minute. I lied. There is a bit of hot dogging and grandstanding. I have a few updates to get to before we get into the memes. So let me check in with that real quick. First off, I want to give you guys an update from last week. I mentioned at the end of the stream last week that I had some insider information. Michael Diet just rolled out $2. Thank you so much. Some pizza rolls for you, good sir. Hell yeah. But last week I mentioned at the end of the stream that I had some insider information that Lasso was done. Their contract was over with BKN. So all of those shows that BKN owns, which is a lot, more than you might think, have been released. And anybody who didn't delete their videos, which unfortunately is not me, I deleted all mine because I was getting strikes and stuff. So I deleted mine. But for those channels that did not delete their videos, they're actually back up on YouTube and available now. I've seen like, I'd say 75%. I would say about 75% because obviously mine are gone. I've noticed a few other channels, their videos are still gone. So they either made them private during the whole Lasso saga, or they deleted them like I did because maybe they were dealing with strikes or wanted to avoid getting strikes. Whatever the reason, there are a few channels that had some of these shows in really good quality. Unfortunately, too, one of them had like AI upscaled one of these shows, and it was in really nice quality, and it's gone. Even though Lasso, the saga's over, the contract is over, that channel must have deleted their videos, which is unfortunate. But the bright side is, like I said, about 75% of all the other channels left their videos alone. They just left them blocked or whatever. And so they're all back. So you can find a lot of these shows. I'm trying to think of some good examples, like obviously Sky Surfer Strike Force, Roswell Conspiracies. That's another good one. I know that a lot of people were really bummed out when Roswell Conspiracies went down because we never got to finish it. So guess what, guys? We can finally finish Roswell Conspiracies. I think we had about 2 volumes left, maybe 3 at the most. We got to like volume 3 or 4 before it was taken down. So we can get back to that. We can finish that. Bionic 6, that's not one of them. Bionic 6 is actually owned by Universal NBC. And I've tried uploading an episode of that because I have really good rips of that show. And it got blocked like automatically. They didn't even waste any time on that. But that's Universal NBC, whoever does that specifically, one of those two. It's not Lasso or BKN, unfortunately. I wish it was one of those that allowed it. A lot of these studios like Nelvana and Wildbrain and stuff, well, it wasn't Wildbrain back in the day. It was some other studio like Cookie Jar or whatever, but they allow their stuff. You basically just have to see what gets blocked and what gets allowed. It's like trial and error. But regardless, as I was saying about the Lasso saga, you can find a lot of these shows. Sky Surfer Strike Force, I've been re-uploading my volumes of it. I'm going to re-upload Roswell Conspiracies. We've got Ultra Force. We've got Street Sharks, Extreme Dinosaurs. I was about to say Dinosaurs Extreme. I don't know why I'm talking backwards. Extreme Dinosaurs. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there that you can now find as long as the channels didn't delete them. So that was one really cool thing. And that being said, it's time. The Banshee is free. The Banshee is back. The Banshee is back, guys. It's party time. The Banshee is back. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, Roswell Conspiracies is coming back. All those shows are coming back. Slowly but surely, I'll get them uploaded. I guess, do you guys want to do watch parties for each of the ones, even though we've already seen them? Like Sky Surfers, we had already seen, but it was months and months ago, and a lot of the newer viewers hadn't seen it. So should we just redo all of Roswell or pick up where we left off? I don't know. Maybe I'll put a poll out on the community tab for that. I'm cool with watching all through it again. Definitely Ultra Force. That was only like 13 episodes. I'll do that in like one night. We'll marathon that thing. We will marathon that thing. A lot of people are saying yes. Yes. Ariax says, do you even have to ask? All right. All right. Well then, okay, we'll do all the shows again. We'll get them all uploaded. But I'll spread them out. I don't want to like bombard everybody. But yeah, the Banshee is back. We can play this dancing clip no strikes, no blocks. It's all good. That being said as well, tomorrow morning, I'll give you guys a hint that tomorrow morning is going to have some shows that either haven't been featured on my channel before because of these, or have not been featured since the blocks, since the strikes or takedowns or whatever you want to call it. I won't tell you which ones, but there are a couple of shows in tomorrow morning lineup that, depending on how new you are to the channel, you have not seen before, at least on my channel. At least on my channel. I'm not saying you've never seen them before ever, but not on this channel. So tomorrow morning's lineup is a lot of fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it, just to be able to watch it with you guys and sort of revisit some of those memories. Because I don't know, it's like the birth of some memes are in there, you know? So I'm hyped. I'm hyped. The next thing, the next little order of business that I wanted to take care of is give a shout out to everyone who picked up one of these Cyberpunk Catgirls shirts. This is the newest bit of merch that I put out on my shop. Big shout out to Battleframe Studios. He's in the chat. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight, but he's been in the chat before. He did the art for this. I touched it up with some graphics, but together it came out really well. I'm really happy with how it came out, with the work that we put in together on this thing. And it's been like selling like crazy. I think more of this particular design has sold, like across shirts, hoodies, stickers, pint glasses, all of that. Like all of that has been selling probably more than like all the other stuff combined. It's crazy. It's actually really crazy. Really crazy. It's like, I wasn't expecting that. So big shout out to everybody who picked one of these up. You guys are awesome. It's still available. I don't have any like time limits on my merchandise until spring starts implementing any sort of thing like that. They stay up there unless it's just like a design that I realize looks ugly or something. Like a lot of my older stuff I've taken down because I'm like, oh, that looks stupid. But I'm happy with the new merch. And so yeah, shouts out to you guys for getting this. And while we're here, I do want to show you that I do have a few other new items out. We've got the Mighty Max shirt and the Mighty Max hat, because a lot of people, when we were watching that, were like, man, when I was a kid, I would have loved to have had the cap, or I would have loved to have the shirt or the whole outfit or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's easy enough to make. And it's just the letter M. It's not like it's copyrighted. It's the letter M, right? So we've got the Mighty cap, the Mighty shirt, and then this one.
Wow! Take a look at that!
No bid wars this time. Just wanted to be the space cyborg Lesnar to the Underhead Studios streak. And that's why I kicked your leg out from your leg. Can you dig that, sucker?
Space Cyborg Dragon, all hail. All hail Space Cyborg Dragon. Pizza rolls for you, good sir. New stream boss. And look at him dropping the Owen Hart promo, kicking your leg out from your leg. Damn, dude, what a legendary promo. What a legendary promo. Can't believe Space Cyborg Dragon just came in and kicked your leg out from your leg. Dude, he'll always be remembered. What perfect timing, too, because we got the Waifu World Order. This is what I was going to say is my new personal favorite design.
Yes!
I can dig it.
Hothead coming back. Thank you, Hothead, man. Dude, you guys are beyond generous. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. The stream boss, the throne is highly contested. It's amazing. But yeah, we got the Waifu World Order shirt here. This is my personal favorite new design, because when you're in the Waifu World Order, you're in the Waifu World Order for life. And the WWO is just too sweet.
Oh, it's on Meow. Let's go Baconators.
Look at that, Mr. Lou Meth with the 25 taking the throne. All hail Mr. Lou Meth as the new stream boss. Just walked in out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Mr. Lou Meth with the RKO out of the waifu bomb. There's people in there. Mr. Lou Meth, there's people in there. with the waifu bomb out of nowhere, man. Dude, you guys are awesome, dude. The WWO, Waifu Mania's running wild. When you're in the WWO, it's just too sweet. Man, Waifu Mania's running wild. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I just wanted to show off some of the new merch because I've been having a lot of fun with that, and apparently you guys have too. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and getting yourself some. Let me know how you like it when it comes in. I know some of the older designs have sold pretty well, like the Hannah and Lana especially. This Made in the 80s design did really well. And when those came in, people said they liked them. They were really happy with them. So let me know how this new stuff, because I've never done a hat before. I know it's a simple design. It's just an M, but I've never done one of these hats. I actually had a bit of trouble getting the design ready because apparently you have to make it on its own. You can't just add it to an existing listing, which is why they're two separate things here. But let me know how you guys like that stuff when you get it. The last bit of news / update, whatever that I want to announce, a little bit more hot dog and grandstanding, but I think you guys will really like this one because this one I'm really excited. It is my pleasure to announce.
You're into cat girls. I'm into kitsunes. 3.
Hey, you know what? Divine Comedy Productions, thank you for the 420, man. Pizza rolls for you, good sir. Pizza rolls for you. Fetch the herbs. Fetch the herbs. But you know what? They're both what do they call it? Neko or Koneko Mimi, whatever, where it's like animal ears on an anime girl. That's basically what it is. It's just, you just take an anime girl and you put like animal ears, like fox, wolf, cat, whatever, and it just ups the hotness. I don't know how that works. Don't question my math, okay? Don't question my math, chat, because I didn't invent it, okay? I didn't create mathematics. I didn't create gravity, all right? I didn't make it. I didn't make gravity. I didn't make mathematics. But it's just how it is. So when you take an anime girl and you put some sort of like cat ear or fox ear or whatever on her head, then yeah, like mathematically or exponentially, I should say, increases the hotness. It's just simple math, simple math. But anyway, back to the task at hand here. This is the full art from, a lot of you guys saw the community post that advertised tonight's very stream. And this was a reference to Excel Saga, which is another awesome anime for anybody who hasn't seen it. And anybody who has, you guys know what it is. But yeah, this is a reference to Excel Saga, and shouts out Master Kraken for the amazing art. And the announcement that I want to make is that Master Kraken and I have officially partnered up. I mean, he's been working with the channel pretty closely for months now, since October, I would say. He's been working closely with the channel, but we've actually officially partnered up. We're going to be doing even more work together, not only on this channel, but we're also working on a few additional things. We're going to be having some additional art that'll be exclusive to the coffee page. If you're wondering where this image is coming from, this is from the Orbital Bacon coffee page, which is basically, it's like Patreon. It's like Patreon from wish.com, although not really, because in my opinion, it operates better than Patreon, but that's just a personal opinion. But anyway, signing up for memberships here will get you access to additional exclusive art that Master Kraken does, as well as some of the upper tiers here, like the $20 one, which has a limited number of spaces because I don't want to overwhelm him, but you'll get a line art each month. You get to request a line art pinup, which basically means black and white. It's not going to be in color or anything. That's if anybody's wondering what a line art pinup is. It's just a simple black and white image, no background or nothing, but you can request the character and it'll be done in this style. You can see the gallery here. A lot of this is Master Kraken's art. So you can see it'll be done in this style here. And that's for the upper tiers. And then, of course, the middle and upper tiers will get access to exclusive art here on the page, as well as some of the additional things. I can't really say too much because it's still in the works, and I know we don't want to give too much away until it's done, but we've got some, like, I guess, for lack of a better word, it's just original comics. It's original content. You know, we like doing this stuff that's based on the Saturday morning waifus and the anime and those things like that. But we've also got a few other ideas. Master Kraken himself in particular has some original characters that he's got in the works. And we're going to put our brains together, our minds. We're going to do a fusion and get some stories and some comics and stuff, and as well as the Saturday morning waifu content. So we've got a ton of original content, as well as the content that you've been seeing, like the waifu Saturday. I keep calling them Saturday morning waifus, but it's the waifu characters that you see from the cartoons and the anime that we watch. And you're going to see tons of that on the channel. So I hope you guys are hyped for that, because it's going to be a lot of really, really cool stuff. Kraken is actually updating me right now. He's saying that the upper tier can be more than line art. It can be color and background. So he's offering even more for that. So yeah, for memberships, for the $20 a month memberships, I got to update that. I had line art. He's offering color and background. And there's 2 slots still available for that. So lots of content on the way from Master Kraken and myself, as well as the continuation of all of the weekly cartoon watch parties that we do, Saturday morning cartoons, Saturday night anime. All of that stuff is still going to be rolling out as it has been, with the addition of this new art. We've got the Saturday morning waifu events for the streams, like the Waifu Mania and a couple other things that I can't mention yet, but they're in the works, as well as the original comic that we have in the works. Actually a couple of original comics, really. I can't say too much yet. I'm too excited, chat. I can't hold back. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. I can't hold back. I'm too excited. But we've got a lot here on the way. I'll be able to reveal more in the coming weeks, very, very, very soon. But I just want to go ahead and give you guys an update on that stuff. So that's all the hot dog and grandstand, and we'll get that out of the way. Let's get into the Saturday morning memes. We've got tons of memes to get to. We've got I don't know. I think I went maybe a little overboard like with all the references and stuff, and then a bunch of waifus to wrangle too. This is going to be a crazy stream. I hope I don't go too long, because we still have the Lex Express tonight at midnight over on the second channel. So man, so much going on. But let's get into it, chat. I got to take a sip of water, man. I'm zooking out.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
It's all right, though. It's all right.
We like Zook, see?
You like Zook. We're all good. Yeah, these are good problems to have. Exactly. We're having fun zooking out, guys. He's who else is zooking out? Anybody else in the chat? Is anybody else zooking out? Is it just me? Am I the only one? And anybody else zooking out? All right. So first up, the first meme that I want to get to is, this one was a personal favorite of mine, where we had Robotech doing a beauty pageant, and Rick here, as he's called in the English dub, he really had his priorities straight, you know? And I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think anyone was ready. But all I know is I approve. At
Zenny's for the best fast food in town. Now back to the Miss Macross contest. And now for the second part of our contest, the swimwear competition. All of the young ladies will be judged not only by the
Switch to channel D3 right away.
personality and intelligence as well.
He just changes it right back.
You seem nervous, Lieutenant. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I feel fine, really. Wait a minute, Commander. Something's wrong. We seem to be picking up some interference.
Where?
Peace
Even
out.
switching to laser induction doesn't seem to help. I wonder what's wrong.
Now.
contestant 10, Sally Forrester.
2 more until Min-May.
Yes, one of us. He's one of us, chat. Rick is one of us. He's in the middle of piloting a giant robot through space. He's flying around in a giant robot. His commanding officer is trying to get a hold of him on his little TV screen. And he's like, fuck that shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. I got better things to do.
Now.
I got better things going on. Yes. He's one of us. Rick is one of us. Confirmed. Confirmed. I don't know if Min-May is who I would have voted for in this beauty pageant. If you see some of the other contestants here in a minute when we get to wrangling. But Rick is still one of us. He's got his priorities straight. He's got his priorities straight. But he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one. We also watched Cops. And it was another beauty pageant. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I like to do themes, like a running theme throughout the episode, sometimes even the commercials too. Sometimes it's a little more apparent than others. I'll even name the the volume after that particular theme in some cases, like gamer theme or 80s or whatever. But sometimes it's a little more subtle. And last Saturday we had some beauty pageants. We had some girls worrying about their looks and stuff. But Mace we found out is based.
Holy cow. Mainframe looks good. But Nightshade's the one I've always cared about. Yeah, if only she weren't a crook.
Mace is one of us. He's also one of us. He was appreciating. He even has good taste. He even has like really good taste. Like Rick had his priorities right, but I don't know if he had the best taste. You know, he likes Min-May. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, you can have Min-May. But Mace, he's checking out Mainframe here. He's like, yeah, she's all right. She's all right. But Nightshade is where it's at.
Swing, swing.
He's one of us. He even has good taste. He's one of us. The army is growing, chat. Now we've got like fictional characters. We've got fictional characters in the Baconeers, chat. We've got fictional characters now. It's growing. The community is growing. Redhead supremacy, yes. Yes, D-Glass. I agree with that. Redhead supremacy indeed. They're tough to beat. They're tough to beat, like from any show. Not just in this case. Because I mean, I agree. Mainframe is nice. There's nothing wrong with her at all. But up against Nightshade, oh, get out of here. Get out of town. Get out of town. Get out of town. What do you think, Bim Bams? Mainframe or Nightshade? I mean, I saw a couple people say redhead supremacy, reddest of heads, that kind of stuff. But I want an official tally in the chat from the Bim Bams. Nightshade or Mainframe? Eric says Nightshade. Atticus Rex says Nightshade. Richard says Nightshade. Man, I haven't even seen. Okay, there's a vote for Mainframe. I almost started feeling bad for Mainframe. Nobody was okay. We got a couple of votes for Mainframe in there. It's Nightshade all day though. Wow, it really is redhead supremacy. If she was wearing a tiny miniskirt, it would be over. It would be all over, chat. All she's missing is a tiny miniskirt. Although this is the swimsuit competition, so that wouldn't have made sense. But still. You might be thinking, how did we get here? How did we get here? How are they even in this competition? Because isn't Nightshade one of the bad guys? And Mainframe's a cop. One of the good guys. She's one of the cops. How did we get here? Because they were working the case. They were working the case. And this was actually another one of my favorite moments from this episode.
Mainframe, I'm putting you on special assignment. I want you to cover the Miss World contest.
Guard duty at a beauty pageant? Chief, I hate beauty pageants. They're just an excuse for men to gawk at a bunch of shapely females in skimpy bathing suits.
All right. You hear this? You hear this, chat? You might be thinking, what is this? This show came out in the 80s. This sounds woke. What's going on here? Has someone created a time machine? Is that what's next? We already have aliens. We have aliens and giants down in Florida. We already have all this weird stuff happening. Is that what's next? Is time machines? And somebody went back and wrote this episode of Cops? What's going on here? But just hold on. Just wait for it, chat. Just wait. Because this was indeed the 80s. So don't write it off just yet.
Well, actually, I was thinking of you as one of the contestants.
Me? A contestant? Oh, well, since you put it that way, of course I'll help you out. Of course, I'll have to change this hairstyle and buy a skimpy bathing suit. Something in lavender, that's my best color.
Just like a woman.
Oh, yep, nope, turned out to be based after all. It was based the whole time. It was me, Austin. I was based all along. I love how quickly she changes her tune, though. Look how quickly she changes her tune. Actually, I thought you could be a contestant because you're so hot. She's like, oh, this objectifies women. Actually.
Contestants.
Me? A contestant? Oh, well, since you put it that way, of course I'll help you out. Of course, I'll have to change this hairstyle and buy...
Mace knows what's up, too. Mace knows, look at him. Mace knows exactly what's up. He knew the whole time. He's just choosing his battles. He's holding it in. He's holding it in. He's choosing his battles. But we all know he's one of us. He's one of us. So we already know, like, Mace is just sitting there thinking something based. Whatever's going through his mind right now, it's just something extremely based. He's cheesing. Yeah, Eric Talaria says he's cheesing. Exactly.
And buy a skimpy bathing suit.
Yo, this guy too,
Something
man.
in lavender, that's my best color.
Just like a woman.
Man. The army is growing, dude. The army is growing. I love these old shows. This is why we watch this stuff. I have so many comments. There's like countless number of comments in my comment section of people basically saying, I'm going to paraphrase, but in so many words, they basically say, this couldn't be made today. Couldn't get away with this today. Or they just wouldn't make it. They wouldn't even try making it. Not that they couldn't get away with it, but no one would even try making it. Which is true. Sad, but true. But it's crazy. Like, I think it makes it funnier. It's sort of like the effect that the Disney Star Wars had on the prequels, where they were kind of like shitty. I'm not saying that Cops was shitty or any of these cartoons were shitty, but I'm just saying, like, you get this newfound appreciation for the sequels or prequels rather, because of the Disney sequels.
And I think it's a similar effect. Not that these shows were bad, but the stuff that maybe might have got a chuckle out of you or just went over your head. Like I bet a lot of us back then, if we saw this either as a kid or depending on how old you are, if you saw it as an adult, probably just didn't even faze you that much. Like I said, you might have gotten a chuckle or something. But now it's hilarious. Now it's like, oh, based, like Giga Chad. Like what Giga Chad wrote this script, this episode, So it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see. But I did notice we saw Mace smirking it up, cheesing it up in the background. But I saw another one.
Oh, well, since you put it that way, of course I'll help you out. Of course, I'll
Look
have
at
to change
Mace
his
cheesing it
hairstyle
up.
and buy a skimpy bathing suit.
We got another one. We got another one. We got another one. Oh, man. No, Saturday was good times. That was a really fun lineup. We had an amazing lineup on Saturday and lots of good gags. And that was just Saturday too, like Saturday morning. We haven't even gotten into during the week when we watched Sky Surfer Strike Force and RoboCop Alpha Commando. Now, Sky Surfer Strike Force, it definitely had a few memes. Although I think a lot of the stuff was more from the second season, at least that I remember, was more from the second season. Because the funniest thing, in my opinion, was from the whole first season was this right here.
Rescuing the pretty lady, my favorite part of the act. I swing. How about you?
Whoa, phrasing, dude. Like, how did that even get past the censors? I swing. How about you? That's insane. Like, there was a lot of crazy stuff in Sky Surfer Strike Force. Like I said, a lot of the more memorable stuff, I think, happened in season 2, which would be volume 3 and 4. But there were plenty of fun moments. But this one is just burned into my brain now. Like, that's amazing. I can't believe it got past. And bonus, that it's a leopard girl, as Crazy Stunts called her right here. And she also kind of looks like Hannah. Doesn't she look a little bit like Hannah from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs? Like, maybe this could be Hannah's great grandmother or whatever. I don't know. What year does Cadillacs and Dinosaurs take place? Like 25, 30 or something. So I don't know how many great grandmas removed it is. But yeah, she does look a little bit like Hannah. All she needs is the ears, though. Like I said, we need ears. Make her hotter. He's probably going to show her why they call him Crazy Stunts, though, later on, if she is a swinger. But yes, these shows, I don't know. I guess you could say Crazy Stunts is one of us, too. That's a little too degenerate. Gotta reel it in there, buddy. Get a little too crazy. Crazy Stunts, man. He's got good taste, though. He likes the leopard girl. He's one of us. One of us. The other show that we watched this past week was RoboCop Alpha Commando, which also had plenty of memes. This is also where we got plenty of insanity. Because as you can see here, RoboCop is not his usual self. And not just in this shot, like the whole show. Nothing is like what you would expect from RoboCop. Not just a cartoon or from the series itself rather, but from a cartoon at all, because there's a RoboCop cartoon from 1988, I think it was, and it's much more closely based to the movie. Obviously, they had to change some stuff to make it suitable for Saturday morning cartoon, but it was a lot more closely based on the movie. This is set in the future. It's like 2030. It's in a city called New Detroit, which is just Detroit, but futuristic, slightly futuristic. And RoboCop is full of jokes. He's full of one-liners. He's got jokes. He's got a new partner because it's 2030. A lot of people are asking, where's Lewis? And if this does take place in the same universe that the movie took place in, then Lewis would be like an old woman or maybe even dead at this point, because that was, the mid 80s when she was already in her mid 20s or maybe 30 or however old she was. And then this is 2030. So yeah, she'd be like an old lady. So now he's got this new partner, Asian MILF waifu is his new partner. And she's pretty feisty too. But RoboCop, he's got quips. And he's a fan. He's a fan of the new Asian waifu. The first thing he says when he sees her,
"Who's the babe?"
Okay, I swear I won't do that anymore. Who's the babe? Who's the babe? He's one of us. He's one of us. RoboCop is one of us. Who's the babe? Who's the babe? He's one of us. But yeah, it's like one of those love potion things where the first thing you see, this was like the first person he saw when he woke up from cryo sleep. And it was Asian MILF waifu. In the you could see her in the reflection of his helmet. She's like, "Who's the babe? I now devoted to protecting and serving only you." He became a robo simp. Says, "Drop it." He was, man. He was into it. Can't blame him though. But RoboCop is wild though. Here's another one of my favorite bits. We've got this guy, and a lot of people think that this guy is a Pete, rightfully so. I'd say that this is the Pete of the show. We call him Nerdlinger. At least I do. Atticus Rex, I think if you're still in the chat, you call him Nerdlinger as well. We got Nerdlinger here. So, he is kind of annoying, kind of like a Pete. However, he has one redeeming quality, and that's when he freaks out, when he's scared, he screams. And I don't know, it's kind of awesome. I had to make a supercut of it. Let's see if it wins you over. Let's see if this Pete can win over the chat.
I got you now. Take this and this and that and these. Ah! 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 Get-
I love how he's just like screaming off into the sunset. He's just screaming off into the sunset with RoboCop. It's a bromance. Rex says, "Nah, man, I love Nerdlinger." Yeah, like Nerdlinger's pretty awesome. I don't know. It's hard to actually give him the full-blown Pete status. He's pretty awesome.
I got you now. Take this and this and that and these. Ah! Ah! Ah!
It's great, man. It's great. Those screams. I should make that one of the donation alerts. Just his scream. Like somebody donates a lot and it's just that's gonna be like the $50 donation. Oh man, that's gonna be amazing. Although I've got a contender. We've got a contender though, chat. Not just for like a donation alert, but just for like best meme of RoboCop. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? Get your knives, get your shoes. We're gonna dance the dance of brotherly love.
Hey, 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 let's dance the dance of brotherly love. Mamushka!
The Mamushka! This might be my new favorite. I'm gonna have to make this an alert as well. This is my new favorite. We have a contender. Space Cyborg Dragon. You are a contender, Space Cyborg Dragon. You are a contender, man.
Hey, 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 let's dance the dance of brotherly love. Mamushka!
The Mamushka. We dance the Mamushka with one wooshka. The Bim Bands, wooga wooga. With a hey, 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 and a hey, and a hey, hey. Mamushka, Mamushka, the Bim Bams, wooga wooga. With a hey, and a hey, and a hey, and a hey.
Hey, 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 let's dance the dance of brotherly love. Mamushka!
Oh man, good times. Phoenix Command says, can you explain what a Pete is? My IRL name is a Pete, so I must know. Oh man, you know what? I should explain what it is because people were getting offended when I put that post up for the Cheese Awards for you guys to nominate Pete of the Year. People were getting offended, man. People were, hold on, let me take this down. Let's get serious for a minute. I gotta get serious for a minute, guys. Let me explain what a Pete is because there were like multiple comments where people were angry, like legit angry. And the thing is, it's no offense to anybody who's actually named Pete. It doesn't even originate from someone who had their name be Pete. The character's name was Peak, like the peak of a mountain. But because we misheard his name, we were calling him Pete. And the thing is, he ended up being this sort of obnoxious, like incompetent, bumbling character. And for that reason, we said that he didn't deserve to have his name be corrected. You know, for people who are like, is it Peak or Pete? You know, in the chat, people were asking, is it Peak or Pete? Because they could hear the character say Peak after a while, but we kept kind of running with it. And because we said he didn't deserve to have his name corrected, we just started calling anybody who had those characteristics, like the obnoxiousness or the bumbling sort of incompetent character things, we would call them a Pete. Not against anybody who's actually named Pete, but more against the character Peak from Dragonflies. So if anything, if anybody who is actually named Peak out there, which I highly doubt, I don't know. I know there's a lot of weird names out there. People name their kids like weird stuff, especially celebrities. But I highly doubt there's anybody who is actually named Peak in the real world. If so, you can be offended because that's who we're making fun of. But yeah, it's nothing against anybody who's named Pete. It's just a meme. It's just like, it's literally just a meme. It's just a joke on our channel. But anyways, look, if your name's Pete, we love you. Let's dance the Mamushka. We love you. You're one of us. Let's all dance a dance of brotherly love because you're one of us. We love you whether you're a Pete or not, okay? Hey, hey, and a hey, and a hey. The Bim Bams, wooga wooga. We dance a dance, Mamushka.
Hey, 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 let's dance the dance of brotherly love. Mamushka!
All right. See, we're good. We're good. Dude, RoboCop was awesome, man. RoboCop had so many fun memes. And we're not even halfway through that series. We're halfway through Sky Surfers. We got through season 1 and season 2 is all that's left. RoboCop Alpha Commando has like 40 episodes, if I remember correctly, and we only watched the first 13. So we're not even halfway through that series, and it just gets crazier as it goes along. As you can see by this shot right here. This was from the first episode.
Framing. It's Rayming.
Like, just like how Sky Surfers had phrasing, imminent phrasing. This is probably the most, this broke the meter, you know? This broke the framing meter.
Framing. It's Rayming.
It's framing. It's framing. RoboCop, what are you doing? That's not how you protect and serve. He's gonna get charged. He's gonna get charges after this mission is over. That's not how it's done, RoboCop. That's not. You're supposed to wrangle waifus. His programming is all wires are crisscrossed, you know? His programming's all messed up. Wires are crisscrossed. It's not how you do the wrangling, RoboCop. Now, this, however, this is how you do wrangling. You know, this is something that we've been seeing a lot of lately, the past couple of weeks. It's almost like every week we get a new wrangling technique. And I'm not complaining. I'm all for it. If we get new wrangling techniques every week, that's cool, man. That's cool. Last week we had wrangling bots. We got wrangling bots last week. But this week, we've got wrangling tanks. Waifu wrangled. We got wrangling tanks. The arsenal just keeps growing. When lassos aren't enough, when fancy sci-fi lassos aren't enough, you gotta get robots. When robots aren't enough, you call in the tanks. The waifu wrangling tanks. That's very effective. I will have to say that's very effective. Yeah, RoboCop was just full of great one-liners. We had Who's the Babe?
Who's the babe?
We had Who's the Babe? We've got Nerdlinger screams. I'm counting that as a quote.
Take this and this and that and these.
That's a quote right there. We're counting that. And now we've got waifu wrangling tanks, man. RoboCop has it all. Has it all. So good. So, speaking of wrangling, let's get into some waifu wrangling. I think it's time. RoboCop's disembodied arm looks like it's ready. It's itching to wrangle some waifus.
Framing. It's Rayming.
It's ready. It's ready. It's just itching to wrangle some waifus. We already know RoboCop is one of us. So even if you cut his arm off, he's still ready to wrangle. Yeah. Incoming gasp. Somebody watch out. Watch out for her booty. You know who we haven't? Where's Squeegee in all of this? I think Squeegee's controlling that arm. If RoboCop isn't, if it's being like remote controlled, I know who is. I know who's doing it. Booty! We know who's doing it. We know who's behind it.
Shake your booty!
The squeege! The squeege is loose. He's out there. The squeege is loose. He's out there. All right, it's time. It's time. Refuel on your snacks, on your drinks. Take a shot. I'm taking a sip of water here. It's time for the Waifu Roundup. SMW. Saturday morning waifus. Or you part of the WWO. I noticed a lot of the chat almost immediately went over to the WWO. I mean, we still like to chant SMW because that's fun. That's a good chant. But I know a lot of people, they're ready to join the WWO for life. SMW. I got to have a waifu that represents the WWO. And then I got to have a waifu that represents the SMW like Sting. She'll have face paint like Sting, and she'll represent Saturday morning waifu, the old school, the loyal SMW. And then we'll have probably like Viper or something. I don't know, some sort of shady ass waifu. Or no, it would have to be someone that would be equivalent to Hulk Hogan, Hannah Hogan. Yeah, Hollywood Hannah. Hollywood Hannah Hogan is gonna be
great show, my dude.
Old Dirty Gamer with the 2 pizza rolls for you, good sir. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, Hollywood Hannah Hogan's gonna run the Waifu World Order. All right, let's get into the Waifu Roundup. We got plenty to do, and we're already an hour in. It's probably going to be a long stream. We probably got another hour's worth of content to go. So that's why I say take a shot, refuel, reload your snacks, your drinks, whatever you got. Let's roll. Man, I need more water. I can't even do the Optimus voice. Let's roll. There we go. That was better. All right. Had to take another sip. All right. So like I said, we're always adding to the arsenal. I've got sci-fi lassos at the ready. We got bots from last week, but now we've added tanks, whatever else it's going to take. Because the waifus, they just get more wily every week. They get more wily by the week. So we gotta up our game too, chat. We gotta up our game too. So we're ready to go. We've got plenty of waifus to wrangle. First up from Robotech, these waifus didn't even really get names. It was from the beauty pageant, so you know you're going to have waifus just walking around in the background. It's going to be crazy. So none of these waifus really got names. They didn't have much screen time for that matter, but I felt like, hey, anytime you've got the swimsuit part of the, what do you call it? The swimsuit segment, whatever, of the beauty contest, then hey, why not? This waifu, she had a name, but I don't remember it. She was some like movie star. She was the runner-up or whatever. Everybody thought she might be the winner. Of course, it was going to be Min-Mei all along because she's the main character or the main character's love interest, whatever. But she is also worthy of notation, worthy of wrangling. That's an 80s-esque, picturesque waifu right there. You know what I mean?
Swing.
Like they don't make them like that. They don't build them like that anymore. They don't build waifus like that anymore. In cartoons or in real life. Well, they kind of do in real life, actually. Like some girls out there, they're getting crazy thick. I don't know. They're learning how to make themselves look like anime characters in real life. It's a little scary. It's actually kind of scary, chat. I don't know. But for the most part, they don't build them like this anymore. But then we had Min-Mei. This is Rick's girl, Rick's choice. I don't know. I don't really see it. Me personally, I would have gone with the blonde. But Rick, he likes Minmay here. I don't know, I guess just because main character. But she did make this anime as fuck face. And I think people were saying that in the chat too. Like during the episode, people in the chat were just like, when she made this face, she's like, what is that? Anime as fuck. I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like Rick is still one of us, okay? Just the priorities that he had. He still earns my respect, okay? Because he's shutting off his commanding officer.
For the best fast food in town. Now back to the Miss Macross contest.
He sees the beauty pageant.
And now for the second part of our contest, the swimwear competition. All of the young ladies will be judged not only by the
Switch to channel D3 right away.
personality and
Get out of here. I'm watching swimsuit stuff. So see, he still earns my respect. He still earns my respect.
intelligence as well.
Oh.
You seem nervous, Lieutenant. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I feel fine, really. Wait a minute, Commander. Something's wrong. We seem to be picking up some interference.
Where?
Oh, sorry. I don't know what's happening here. I think this signal, the waifu signal, is too strong. So yeah, Rick is still one of us, but he needs to refine his taste. I think that's the word I'm looking for. He needs to refine his taste. This anime is fuck mid-ass waifu, mid-tier waifu. Get better taste, Rick. But that's all right. We'll let it slide this time. He's still one of us. Next up, we got to wrangle Mainframe. We've watched Cops before, and I think we've even officially wrangled Nightshade because she's been in like every episode I've played. But Mainframe has not really been featured, at least not getting much screen time. She might have had like a line, one line in the background. Same thing with Mirage. We haven't really seen much of Mirage, unfortunately. I need to find episodes that have Mirage in it. But Mainframe was definitely in this episode a lot. We saw Mace was checking her out in the swimsuit segment of their beauty pageant, even though Mace does have better taste and he likes Nightshade. But we'll still wrangle Mainframe. What do you guys think? I mean, Mainframe is still totally cute. I think she's a top tier. She's not mid by any means. I think she's a top tier waifu. She's just not as good as Nightshade because, as we discussed earlier, redhead supremacy. Redheads are tough to beat. Redhead supremacy, guys. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, chat? What are you going to do? But Mainframe, she cleans up nicely. If this image wasn't doing it for you right here, she's got the hat. She's wearing the police gear. She does clean up nicely. This was her swimsuit. I think she was wearing like this one piece. But she also had an evening gown or ball gown for the talent portion of the contest. And not only did she look really nice in the ball gown, but her talent was playing the violin, which I'm a sucker for that. Any girl that can play like a classical instrument like piano, clarinet, violin, especially violin. Violins sound really nice. So yeah, waifu playing the violin. It's like putting cat ears. This is math, okay? This is simple waifu math. It all checks out. It all checks out, chat. You can check my math. All right? It all checks out. This is simple waifu math. Just like putting cat ears on an anime girl makes her hotter, a waifu playing the violin is instantly hotter. It all checks out. Prince says Bacon is a Lindsay Sterling fan. Yes, I am. Dude, that takes me back actually. Like Lindsay Sterling, that's by now it's like old school, which is weird because it's not even that old, but it takes me back like 10 years or so, maybe longer. Can't remember exactly when that was like real big. It was around like dubstep. I remember listening to Lindsay Sterling around the days of dubstep. I'm only a little ashamed to admit, but I will admit I used to listen to dubstep back around those times. Oh man, Steiner math. That's right, Cyborg Dragon. The numbers don't lie, and they spell waifu. That's right. Man, I need to make that a clip. I need to get some Steiner math clips on here. We need more wrestling clips. Hell yeah. So, like, even though we already wrangled Nightshade, I will give her an honorable mention in this week's roundup because, well, look at her. This was the shot from earlier that was panning up, so I had to do what I call unrolling the image and take several different shots and then put them together like puzzle pieces so we could see the full image. And as you can see, Nightshade just tops Mainframe. I mean, look, Mainframe's doing her best. She looks adorable. She's playing the violin. She's doing everything she can. But Nightshade just standing there. She just has to stand there. And yeah.
Swing, swing.
I see people saying in the chat, swing. Yeah, exactly. Wooga wooga. Yowza. Yeah. Wait, I've got, where is it?
Gyat.
I forgot I had this sound clip from last week. Shouts out Pyro Jelly. I don't know if you're in the chat, Pyro Jelly, but shouts out Pyro Jelly for the super chat last week that had the
Gyat.
So yeah, I need to use that. I'm going to use the hell out of that. You guys get ready to be annoyed from hearing that so much now that I remembered what button it is. So yeah, Mainframe, she's doing her best. We love her. She's adorable, but
Gyat.
Nightshade, man. Nightshade. And she even did an aerobics routine for her talent, for the talent portion of the show. She did an aerobics routine, and tell me she doesn't look a little like Paula Abdul right here. Was that timely? I never really listened to Paula Abdul's music, so like I don't remember what time frame she would have been in. But Cops, the show, was late 80s. And I can't remember if Paula Abdul was late 80s or early 90s. But like, is this just coincidence that she looks like her? Or were they going for like a Flashdance thing? Because I could see that too. I could see them having gone for like a Flashdance thing. But yeah, like tell me she doesn't look like Paula Abdul. And Flashdance at the same time. You know?
Wow! Take a look at that!
God bless, brother.
Damn it, Open with the $30, man. Thank you. Holy shit. God bless you too, man. Thank you so much. And new stream boss. All hail. All hail, new stream boss. Damn it, Open. Some more pizza rolls for you. God bless all of you, man. This year, we've had a really great start for this year. We had a great end to last year, for that matter. And it's been really amazing. And I've said it a lot in all of these streams. I hope I don't start to sound like a broken record, but this community is freaking awesome. And I'm so blessed to have this community. So God bless all of you guys. Like, you guys are amazing. And I just, man, the generosity, it blows me away. And I really appreciate it. And as you guys know, I put it all back into the channel, into paying the artist, into upgrading anything I can, finding more content, buying DVDs. I'm actually going to buy a new DVD burner. My CD drive is given out. Like, it's having a really hard time reading discs. So I'm going to buy just an external. It's pretty cheap. It's not like a big expense, but I'm going to buy an external disc drive so I can burn even more shows, because I got some more shows on DVD. But man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. So yeah, we've got Paula Abdul / Flashdance, Nightshade here. All like, I don't know, man. Like, redhead aside, I think she had Mainframe beat. You know, you put the redhead there, or you add that in rather, and it's no contest. And she did actually win in the episode. Nightshade won. Now, it was sort of a technicality because in the episode, during the talent show, there were like people that were like messing up or whatever, getting disqualified. Because there were other contestants as well that I haven't covered here. But Nightshade, I think, probably still would have won anyway. But there was one thing I think that would have kept Mainframe as the victor, not because she played the violin, but because she had a secret weapon. Okay? So Nightshade won. Nightshade won in the end. But Mainframe, let's see what the chat thinks. Actually, you know what? Let's see what the chat thinks. I want you guys to take a look at this clip. And you tell me that if she hadn't been disqualified, if it were up to you, would Mainframe had pulled the victory from Nightshade by using her secret weapon?
Oh no! That man's cutting through the chandelier supports!
Oh no, he's not.
Literally pulls out a secret weapon. Literally. That concealed carry with the ribbon to match her outfit. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Even the redhead, this might defeat the redhead. I don't know, guys. This might defeat the redhead. This is like redhead and cat ears.
Yes! Yes!
Mainframe keeps that thing on her. Gyat.
Yes! Yes!
I don't get it, but Gyat. Me and Stormroth the rat monster watched all of Reboot thanks to your streams. I'm still pissed about the ending. Have fun tonight.
Thank you so much, guys. Hell yeah, 2 back to back.
Gyat.
And with a gyat in there. Hell yeah. All hail Hothead, reclaiming the title of Stream Boss. Pizza rolls for everyone, man. I gotta rain down some extra pizza rolls. All sorts.
Shake your booty!
Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. But I like how right as I'm playing it, there was an extra
Gyat
in that super chat. Hell yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you. And I'm glad you checked out Reboot. I love that show, man. I love that. Whoa, what's the coincidence? How ironic that Mainframe Studios made Reboot, and here we're looking at Mainframe's inner thigh as she used her secret weapon to win over the minds and hearts of the judges in the chat to be the new winner of the Cops Beauty Pageant. Even though in the show Nightshade won, the chat has now declared Mainframe as the new winner. Because yes, she keeps that thing on her. I can't believe it pronounced that like that too. It keeps she keeps that thing on her. But as I was saying, that, and I don't even mean to say like I was interrupted at all. I really appreciate the super chats, guys. Interrupt me anytime you want.
Wow! Take a look at that!
Gyat. This cannot stand. I'm in a station tonight.
Damn, Mr. Lou Meth. Mr. Lou Meth knocking Vince out of his chair for the second time tonight. Dude, Vince is just getting his ass kicked, getting knocked out of his chair, taking back title of Stream Boss with a hefty sum, man. That's going to be tough to beat, man. Thank you.
Gyat.
That is crazy, man. Thank you so much. Just knocking me out of my chair. I almost fell out of my chair. Here. You guys are amazing. So, not tonight. Thank you, man, so much. So Mainframe winning the hearts and mind of the judges in the chat because redheads, even though they are normally superior, when you have a waifu that keeps that thing on her, that's like taking cat ears and redhead and even
Tiny miniskirt
and combining them all together. And it's like still 10 times as hot when she's strapped up, dude. When she got that thing on her. Because that's a waifu, that's a safe waifu. That's a safe waifu right there. You know nothing's happening to her. She's going to be all right. I mean, this dude found out.
Oh, no, he's not.
That was a nice shot, too. That was a nice shot. You could tell she practices. She goes to the shooting range. Based waifu. Based trad wife. Goes to the shooting range. She's got good marksmanship. That's your winner right there. That's the waifu of the week. Gonna be tough to beat, chat. It's gonna be tough to beat. I don't know. The only thing that might be able to top that are toad waifus. I don't know. I think the only thing that could top that are the toad waifus. Complete with warts. I say, no, Mr. Keserdrix says I'd smash. No, man, you'll get warts. You'll get warts, man. Don't do it.
Gyat.
Yes, toad waifus are real. Toad waifus are real. We were watching Bucky O'Hare last Saturday. And we maybe regrettably, I think to a lot of people's regret, discovered a new subset that we didn't know existed. At least I didn't. I don't know. I hadn't seen this before. I'm a big fan of cat girls. A lot of people know that. A lot of people already know. You may not, I don't know. You may not know about that. Tongue-tied. You may not know that about me. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a big fan of cat girls. Fox girls are good. We discussed earlier, put any of those animal ears on. But frog waifus. I did not realize were a thing. And look at Bucky, man. He's being tortured. He's being tormented. He's being tormented with frog cake. I feel like that's something French people would eat. Frog cake. They eat snails and shit over there. They would probably eat frog cake. That has a whole new meaning in France. Because I learned that Pete in Spanish, in like Argentina Spanish, means blowjob. A lot of people were telling me that on that post, on that community post for the Cheese Awards. They were saying, Pete in Spanish means blowjob. And I was like, well, that just makes it funnier. That just makes the meme even funnier. So yeah, I wonder if frog cake is like a French delicacy. I don't know. That's the benefit. That's the benefit of being on YouTube. It's like international. We have like an international audience. The Bim Bams, the bacon ears. We're worldwide. We're around the world. Worldwide Bim Bams. And that's the benefit. That's the benefit of having worldwide bacon ears. Because we can learn like hidden meanings. The lore goes deep. So yeah, it's good times, man. Good times. But I don't know. This is another one of those things where I don't know how they got away with it. This is another one of those things where I don't know how they got away with it. Look at this, man. Look at this. Actual frog cake. Frog cake. How did they get away with this? This is like the swinging quote from Sky Surfers. It's one thing to have curvy waifus. Like, that's, girls have curves. Like, you can't not have curves. But this is straight up frog cake. I mean, the bottom half of her bikini is like missing half. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how they did it, how they got away with it. But this was all so far, chat. All of these waifus was just from last Saturday morning. Okay. This was from all last Saturday morning. And I'll give you a heads up that tomorrow morning is going to be equally as waifu packed, jam packed with waifus tomorrow morning. I can tell you that. And tomorrow night. So this was all from last week, tomorrow morning. Or I'm sorry. Wow, that doesn't make any sense. Last week's Saturday morning, okay? Tomorrow morning we'll have tons of waifus too. Last week for the Saturday night anime, we watched Dirty Pair, which starred these two lovely angels, Kei and Yuri. And for anybody who was not familiar with the Dirty Pair series, because it's more than just that one movie. They have like some OVAs. They have an anime series. There's a manga, of course. And I even think there's a newer series. I don't know like how recently they remade it, but I think there has been some sort of remake. Or maybe it was just an older remake that was before the reboot craze. And I don't know. Regardless, it's been around for a while. And it has lots of fans, including myself. I'm a huge fan of this. I love this art style. This fits right in with that sort of 80s cyberpunk anime art style. And you guys could probably tell just from all the things I upload, like Dominion Tank Police, Burn Up, Bubblegum Crisis. Burn Up, not so much, aside from the original OVA, which I haven't uploaded yet, but it still makes me think of it. But Bubblegum Crisis, all of that stuff has that sort of look to it. And I'm a huge fan of this aesthetic, this style. And so Dirty Pair, love this movie. It was actually a lot of fun. It was like not your typical anime style movie because the pacing was really well done and it had an ending, you know, like a decent ending. A lot of anime movies, the pacing is crazy, at least for us Westerners. Our sensibilities are a little different when it comes to pacing. And so a lot of Japanese movies, anime and live action for that matter, pacing's a little weird. And then endings, especially with anime, suck because they either don't know how to end it or the source material hasn't caught up. Like if it's based off a manga or something, it hasn't caught up, so they don't know how to end it or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. A lot of times it's a mess. But with this, I felt like it was a nice ending. It was kind of like a crazy out of left field, but at the same time, it worked. It was a little bit funny as sort of dark as it was, because this alien race was like taking over the planet, or it wasn't Earth, it was some other planet, but it was like taking over at the end of the movie. It was kind of funny, but yeah, it was a great time, lots of fun to watch. And of course, we had these waifus, and we got waifus in multiple outfits because halfway through the movie, we got an outfit change where it was like I don't know, sort of a tactical survival sort of, you know, making clothes out of whatever they could situation, which is always fun when you got a couple of hot waifus in the show. It's always fun when they make clothes out of whatever you can. It reminds me of the Savage Land in the X-Men comics with Rogue. Savage Land outfit, good times. If you guys know, you know. So we also had the wardrobe malfunction. You would think that Kitty wrote this movie because we had wardrobe malfunction. showing that booty. You know the Squeege approves. Squeegee rates this movie 10 out of 10, okay? Squeegee rates this movie a 10 out of 10. He loves it. I think Squeegee co-wrote this movie with Kitty because you have wardrobe malfunctions that show the booty. So you know it was co-produced, co-directed, and co-written by Squeegee and Kitty.
Shake your booty!
It was good times though, man. Like I said, this movie was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Good times, good times. Yuri here, I think she ended up being my favorite. When I first started watching the movie, because people were asking early on in the chat, like almost as soon as these two were on the screen at the same time, people were saying, okay, who's it going to be, Kay or Yuri? And my initial response was Kay. I don't know, so, you know, redhead maybe, darker skin tone. I don't know what it was, but I was like, hey. But the more I watched the movie, and especially going back through the movie to get these screenshots and stuff, it was like, yeah, Yuri really started growing on me, and she became more of my my favorite between the two. I see some people saying always K. Liana says K. But then there are a lot of people saying Yuri best waifu. Okay. So it's a little split. It's a little split in the chat. I don't know, man. I normally don't waver like that. I'm usually pretty like set. But it's something about her personality. Like it was when I was going back through looking at all these clips, the screenshots and stuff. She was just too adorable. I think that's what it was. She's too adorable. It's like resistance is futile, you know? Like how could you resist? Resistance is futile. Now, we did get a few memes from these waifus. This is another thing that I like about the Dirty Pair series is it has an awesome sense of humor. So one thing that we got during this movie was the obligatory bath scene. They didn't go full on like Chun-Li shower scene from Street Fighter 2 or any other shower scene from most animes that have them. They didn't go full blown like that. They kept it a little tasteful. There was no actual nudity or whatever. And it was more played for laughs. But it did give me an idea. It kind of sparked some some machinations in my brain when I saw the waifus taking a bath, because back then, you know, it was just the obligatory bath scene, and we're just thinking, yeah, waifus looking good in the bath. But nowadays, everything's been tainted and ruined, and you can't think of something like this without thinking of, you know, monetizing it, profiting off of it somehow. Maybe having a bathtub stream. Waifu's got to be taking a bath on stream. And then, of course, they could be selling their bath water. Why not put it in bottles, put it in jars, get that waifu bath water, get it on the internet. We got to make that money. Get that bag. Get that bag, anime waifus. You got to sell the anime bath water. Anime waifu bath water. Why not? Got to do it. If we got to keep up with the times, you know? If you want to keep up with the times, this is what you got to do. But then I was thinking, you know what? That's not good enough. Okay? Bath water? Really? Bath water? That's no good. I don't think the Bim Bams would be drinking bath water. Better not catch any of you Bim Bams, you baconeers drinking bath water. That's stinky water. Okay? It's not good enough. Not good enough. I got an idea when I was watching the end credits. You know, I was watching the end credits of the movie here, which the movie's both opening and ending credits are very James Bond-esque. They sort of had like a cyberpunk James Bond thing going, especially the opening credits. The opening credits are worth watching, even if you don't necessarily like the song. Just put on like one of the James Bond songs that you like or something, or some synthwave or something, and it's like a cyberpunk James Bond theme. But I got to the ending credits here, and I'm seeing this, and it gave me an idea. And I'm going, you know what? Bathwater, that's no good. That's what like the real e-girls do. You know, we don't like to do what the real e-girls do. We like to do what they can't do. So if they're just bottling their bathwater, that's no good. We're going to have the waifus, the lovely angels, in champagne. And we're going to sell waifu champagne. It's only the best. Only the best for the Baconeers, for the Bim Bams. I know that the Bim Bams demand the best. Okay? Wooga wooga. Wooga wooga, chat. I know you guys demand the best. I'm not going to give you any stinky wota. No stinky wota on the merchandise. No way. We're having the waifu brand
Swing, swing.
champagne. Swing champagne. That's what we're going to call it. The vintage. Swing vintage champagne. And you can guarantee, I stand by it, chat, 100%, that every bottle of Swing champagne has been refined with the lovely fragrance and essence of a top tier anime waifu. The Swing champagne.
Swing, swing.
Every vintage.
Yes! Yes!
Crisp, bold taste and full of swing.
Hothead, hell yeah, man. Pizza rolls for you, good sir. That's the commercial, you know? When you're watching Monster Vision on TNT late at night, that's the commercial that comes on. Crisp, bold taste, and full of swing. When you demand only the best. When only the finest will do. Get Swing champagne. That's right. Only the best for the Bim Bams. That's that late night Monster Vision on TNT commercial, man. The Swing champagne. It's crisp and full of flavor. Full-bodied. The only champagne that's been refined with full body. That's our refining process. That's how we get the Swing champagne to have its unique flavor. Is its full body refined? A bit of the bubbly. Man, where's my Chris Jericho clip? Why didn't I have that ready? The Chris Jericho clip for a bit of the bubbly. Oh man. That's who sponsors it. That's who sponsors our full body Swing champagne, sponsored by Chris Jericho. Whenever he has a bit of the bubbly, it's always Swing champagne. Dude, I should make like a full commercial. I'll do that. I'll have that. I'll make like a short out of it, or maybe I'll have it as a video for next week. We'll have it as like a one of the video memes for next week. We'll make a commercial, a full-on commercial with smooth jazz playing in the background. Full body. Endorsed by Chris Jericho, and then like cut in that clip. Shouts out Master Kraken for the lovely art. You could probably recognize his art style by now. But yeah, shouts out Master Kraken. We've got the Waifu Vintage Swing Champagne. Only the best. for the Baconeers, for the Bim Bams. Always working hard for you guys. All right, so next up, we got a little bit more wrangling to do before we get to the end of the stream here. I can't get too distracted. We watched Sky Surfers this week. It was one of two shows that we watched this week, Sky Surfers and RoboCop Alpha Commando. Now, I think we might have wrangled these waifus in an earlier stream. I'm really not sure because, like, I started doing these streams a few months ago, and I can't remember if it was before or after the strikes happened. I think it was like after the strikes happened. So that would have been after Sky Surfers. So I don't think we ever officially wrangled Kim, aka Sliced Ice. So I'm going to go ahead and officially wrangle her here. We're going to have her on the farm, on the waifu farm. We're getting her on there because she is a tomboy ice mommy. We love her. Sliced Ice, man. Look at that. Look at that classic pose for the transformation. I got to show you guys here. You'll enjoy this. You'll enjoy this. A lot of people, it was like the transformation was more well known than any plot point or anything, but check this out. Yes. They don't make them like that anymore. They don't make them like that anymore. We've got to analyze this shot, okay? We've got to analyze this shot, chat, for posterity, for research. Okay? This is for people who are studying to be animators. This is educational, chat. All right? This is educational. We've got to break it down. We've got to study this. This is how you make a successful show. For science. That's right. Notice the physics that are taken into account. As the sword is lowered and placed on her belt. See, obviously, this sword is made of metal and probably some sort of very dense metal. It has to be this sword has to be made of sterner stuff. All right. If it's going to be taking all the damage in battle that we see her take, as well as she's able to channel her ice powers through it. So we know that this sword has to be made of sterner stuff. So that means the metal's going to be very dense. It's going to be very sturdy. It's going to be very heavy. And we can see here as they take the physics into account as this heavy sword is lowered and the weight is distributed across the softer portions of her body. It's very realistic, you know. It's the softer portions of your body would take the weight. It's kind of like the shock suspension in a car when you're going over a bumpy road. Right? This is science, okay? Pay attention, chat. This is science. I hope you guys are paying attention. Are you guys focused? Are you paying attention? This is educational, okay? This is science. This is like how the suspension in your car works, okay? So that you don't feel all the bumps, right? It distributes the weight from heavy objects, okay? This is science. This is important. I'm glad we all learned something tonight. I'm glad we all learned something tonight. This is important. No, Sliced Ice is definitely a top waifu. She's awesome. She's got ice powers. They all surf around and stuff, which is great. Surf around, that's fun. But her ice powers are cool. She also, in one episode, grew gigantic. Now, this isn't like technically part of her power set because it was the result of some like experimentation that the villain of the show, Cybron, that he did to her. So it's not like, you know, a normal thing. You only see it in this one episode. But it was definitely worth mentioning because everyone in the chat, I didn't see one person that was not zooking out over the giant waifu and her giant thighs.
Gyat.
Everyone was very happy with giant sliced ice, giant waifu. We all started wanting to be the boat. Normally, for anybody who doesn't know, we identify, we like to stay current. Like I said, we keep current, just like we were competing with the e-girls and their bathwater. We also, we keep current with the times. We know about pronouns, and we identify us bim bams and bacon ears. We identify as chair and chair self. You know, we're furniture here. Okay, we have furniture pronouns. Usually. But giant sliced ice had a lot of people wanting to transition into boats. Had a lot of people in the chat wanting to transition into boats and change their pronouns into boat self pronouns. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough to decide. I think I'm gonna stay. It's too confusing if you keep like changing your pronouns and your identities around all the time. So I'm gonna stay furniture for now. For now, anyway. Besides, like I said, this was temporary. And imagine all that you'll need like a whole new living situation for this.
Ice, it's me, Sky.
Yo, he's dead. She just killed him. He's dead.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Chat, we're gonna need a lot. You're gonna need well, I don't know if you want to be a bigger boat. Most people want to be the boat. Most people want to be the boat. But we're gonna need a bigger lasso. We're gonna need a bigger lasso, chat. We're gonna need a bigger lasso for this one. We're going to need a bigger lasso for this one. Did you see that, though?
Ice, it's me, Sky.
He's dead. Yo, he's dead. She obliterated him. Chat. He's dead. Gone. We're going to need a bigger lasso for this one, chat. We're going to need a bigger lasso for this one. Yo. Oh, man. Good times. There's people in there. No, there's people in there, Tavern. There's people in there. What's so great about that? There's people in there.
Silence.
Oh, you guys are killing me. Just like Sliced Ice killed Sky. Just like she's killed Sky. You're killing me, man. We also had some evil waifus. We had Selena here, who is like the main evil waifu. She's actually the daughter of the main villain and also serves as like his main general, lieutenant, whatever you want to call it, like right-hand henchwoman. So she never really goes out to fight that much, although she does get disguises every now and then to fool Sky Surfer 1 because really she just wants to bang him. But she doesn't do a lot of fighting or anything like that. You don't really see her doing a lot of action, but she is the head evil waifu. You also have Laserette, who's more of the hands-on evil waifu and is definitely fighting a lot of the time. You see her fighting a lot. And she has a really cool design, though. I don't know. I like both of them. They're both really good. I like a good evil waifu. Hinge waifus. Yeah, exactly. Good hinge waifus. I see some people saying they don't like, is it Laserette or Selena? Cornelia says, what the fuck is she? A reject Barbie? Who's Selena or Laserette? I don't know. They're evil, man. They're evil. That's why they're going to have weird designs. It's because they're evil. They're evil. What do you expect? What do you expect? You know who's not evil is Agent Minor from RoboCop Alpha Commando. She is a thick Asian MILF waifu mommy.
Gyat. Gyat. Gyat.
Yeah, definitely top tier waifu. Although we didn't really get many good clips of her. I don't have any good like memes or funny clips. I mean, there was that one earlier where RoboCop's hand was ready to get busy, but we've only watched the first 13 episodes, so there's more on the way. There's more on the way. Don't worry, guys. All right. Now, we are reaching the end of the stream, and like I said, I do have a special surprise for those of you that stuck it out all the way to the end. We've got a special surprise for you here. And this is from Master Kraken. Last week, we were joking around, right, about Frosta and Sweet Bee.
Cool! Buster Keaton!
If you're angling cats waifus or winning the world championship, relax with the crisp, clean full body of Schwing champagne. Put some booty in your bubbly. Sponsored by Chris Jericho.
Space Cyborg Dragon, thank you for the pizza rolls, man. That's awesome. Put some booty in your bubbly. Yo, that's the tagline right there. That's bro. I gotta clip that. That's the tagline right there. That is brilliant, man. That is brilliant. Oh man, I'm clipping that. That is awesome. All right, so thank you again, man. Buster Keaton. So last week we were talking about Frosta and Sweet Bee, and we were making jokes. We had plenty of jokes to say about them already, but it's sort of similar to how this stream we're talking about that commercial, you know, having a catch line and or catchphrase rather, tagline, catchphrase, and putting a commercial together, editing in Chris Jericho and doing all that kind of stuff. And I'll have that for next week. We had a similar situation last week where we were coming up with memes during the stream, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had thought of that sooner, or if I had a time machine, I would take the chat's idea and go back and make it. Well, it's all good. We'll just have them ready for this stream. So thanks to Master Kraken, I have a special surprise for those of you that have made it through to the end of the stream here. And we've got some special artwork that Master Kraken has been baking in the oven, cake in the oven. And we've got some references here to last week. So like I was saying, we were talking about Frosta and Honeybee, or Sweet Bee rather. I'm getting ahead of myself. And we were making jokes about how they could be the new mascots for cereal brands. Like, let's get rid of Tony the Tiger. Let's get rid of that weird, creepy honeycomb. I don't even know what that creature is. That little like fuzzball that's on the Zook. He's like zooking out all the time. And get rid of them and let's replace them with waifus. We're going to make our own cereal brands. In fact, we're not even going to, you know what? We're not even going to get, because then I don't want to work for Kellogg's or whatever. We're just going to make our own cereal brand, and we're going to do it with waifus. And so the first one is we're going to have Frosta Flakes. So we came up with Frosta Flakes, and this was done by Master Kraken. Big shouts out to Master Kraken. And we have Frosta Flakes here preparing the cereal. She's just like the Schwing champagne is refined with the full body flavor of top tier waifus. Frosta Flakes are frosted personally by Frosta herself. She's now a cereal poster girl. She's not complaining. They offered me He-Man as a perk. She gets He-Man. We're paying her in He-Man. Okay, we are like paying her in He-Man. The costume, she made it herself. She had a hard time finding a skimpy swimsuit because I normally go nude since it's really hot in this place. Man, Frosta, I'll never understand, but you know, it's okay.
Swing.
It's okay, Frosta. We still love you. NSFW and you're at work. It's not NSFW. Everything's covered. Everything's covered. It's all good. It's all good, Eric. Everything's covered up, man. It's not NSFW. Here, I'll get the other version that we have here. Because you know who was behind it. It was Kitty. It was Kitty, Austin. It was Kitty all along. Kitty's always behind the wardrobe choices. But yes, Frosta can be the spokeswoman for her own cereal. Let me get the cereal box on screen too. So you can see the cereal box here. Just so you can see that she is covered up. She's got the snowflakes on. She's all covered up. But that's the cereal box. And if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in a bit. Enhance. Yes, there you go. You can see the cereal box. She's got the design there. She needs to be holding like a carton of milk or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, dude. We'll figure it out. But yeah, Frosta is going to be the spokeswoman for her own cereal now. So we've got Frosta Flakes in the works. We've got a box design here that it's even kind of funny. It's kind of like the 18 plus box design. Got another box design in the works, possibly. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But Sweet Bee is next with the honeycomb. She'll be coming up. But I just wanted to share these with you guys because, like I said, at the end of the stream, I always like to give you guys a special treat. Some cheesecake, as my nickname is Cheesecake, bacon in the oven. We like to give you a special treat. These images will be available on the coffee page to the members there for anybody who's curious how to get them. And then we'll probably end up working out some sort of cereal box design that can be appropriate for merchandise because I don't know how far I can push it with the pinups on the merchandise shop because every now and then they take them down. Like I think it was Tara as Vampirella when we were doing the Halloween costume contest. Tara from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, the tomato waifu. Kraken had drawn her as, or wearing rather. I mean, she was herself, but she was wearing Vampirella's outfit. And I tried to make merchandise out of that, and I think it might have been a little too skimpy of an outfit. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we'll try to work some of this out and have some merch that has Frosta Flakes as like, you guys have probably seen those t-shirts where they make the parody cereal brands out of like Legend of Zelda or like Thanos O's or whatever, you know, things like that. So we'll have some Frosta Flakes and some Sweet Bee honeycombs, you know, we'll have some stuff like that in the works. Now, I also want to tell you guys another thing that I always like to tell you guys at the end of the stream before we go is the movie that we're going to be watching tomorrow night. Now, coffee members, Bacon Ears on coffee, which is the regular level. So Bacon Ears and up, all the members, you all get, not only do you get the merchandise discount and all that, but you also all get the roster, the lineup, whatever it's called, early. So you guys already know what the movie is, what the lineup for tomorrow morning is. But for those of you that aren't channel members, I will tell you now, the movie that we're going to be watching tomorrow night is Bastard, the 1992 OVA. I guess it's not really a movie. It's like 6 OVA episodes, but I put them all together and it ends up being about the length of a movie, about right around like 2-hour mark. So this is the 1992 series. I know that there's one on Netflix, I believe, has a newer one, which I hear is pretty good. So I might have to check it out myself, actually, because I stay away from anything modern. It's all usually trash. But I know that there's some good stuff out there. I know that there are exceptions out there, and there are some good things. So I hear that the new Bastard is good. I might check it out. But this is the old school one from 92, because obviously that's what my channel does, is 80s and 90s mostly. A little every now and then we dabble in the early 2000s. But we're going to go with the 92 Bastard OVA series, all 6 episodes crammed into a movie-length feature. And we'll be watching that tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time. So that's 9 p.m. for those on the West Coast, or Pacific time for Canadian. So that's going to be tomorrow night. And then, of course, we've got Saturday morning cartoons tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time, which is 6 a.m. for those on the West Coast. And we've got a full lineup for tomorrow. It's going to be a nice 3 hours from 9 a.m. till noon Eastern time. And then at midnight, we're watching Bastard. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will show up for that. We're going to have lots of waifus to wrangle next week, man. And we'll also have more art. I'm going to have some more art, tongue-tied, more art from Master Kraken. We'll have some more cereal box designs. We'll have some new designs that, not just for like merch or whatever, but just some new references and stuff. I've actually been developing a new sort of segment. Well, it's not like a new segment. It's the waifu roundup, but I want to like add to it. I want to make more visuals. We got the slideshow and everything, and I've been trying to add in video clips that can, like little memes and stuff that can add variety to it. But I might also like work on some stuff in the background and just the general layout for the streams. So we've got some more stuff coming up there. So we'll have that next week, as well as, like I said, some more cereal box designs and some cool stuff from Master Kraken. So I hope to see you guys tune in next week. And then, of course, tomorrow morning for Saturday morning cartoons, and tomorrow night for Bastard, the Saturday night anime. And if you guys aren't able to make it for any reason, then I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream there, because we've been going about 2 hours, and we've got Lex coming up on the second channel, Orbital Bacon Bits, over on the second channel at midnight Eastern time tonight. So for anybody who wants to catch the season 2 finale of Lex, which is some live action sci-fi weirdness over there, that's going to be starting in about an hour. But until then, God bless you all. Stay awesome. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your weekend, whether I see you or not. And until next time, remember,
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.